Just one more day until the votes are counted and released. So far, more than 1 million Utah ballots have been processed. That's about 60% of all active registered voters.
On election eve, Utah has had a huge voter turnout so far, but COVID-19 has forced one county clerk's office to go into quarantine.
Fox 13's Ben Winslow is live on Utah's Capitol Hill with more. Ben.
The state elections office tells me it's processed more than 1 million ballots now leading up to Election Day. Meanwhile, the Summit County clerk has been forced to quarantine his office because of COVID-19.
We had an exposure to the COVID virus.
The Summit County clerk's office has halted processing ballots after someone in the office was exposed to COVID-19. But it won't stop them from working. The clerk's office has already processed 18,000 of the estimated 28,000 ballots sent out.
As soon as we are able to be cleared, as long as nobody comes down sick, then we'll go ahead and complete the ballot process. But, you know, we're a small office, and we out of concern for our other workers that have been coming in and helping us, the decision was made to just halt today and tomorrow. We'll have plenty of time, if we're cleared by the end of the week, to go ahead and complete the ballot process.
Drop boxes are still accepting ballots, and other workers will run an in-person drive-through voting location.
That doesn't affect the voting in Summit County because they have a separate group of people who can run the polling location.
Voter turnout in Utah is already big. More than 1 million ballots have been counted so far.
This is huge turnout. To see, 1 million voters plus have their ballot processed before Election Day is just something we've never seen before. It's absolutely huge.
To give you an idea of how huge it is, in 2016, 1.1 million Utahns voted. This year, about 1.6 million ballots were mailed out. You still have time to get your ballot in, but elections officials say because of COVID-19, they'd really like you to avoid drive-through voting locations if you can.
We've been asking the voters to avoid the polling locations. We want to stay safe. We want everyone to vote, but we want them to be distanced and do it safely. And so vote by mail or putting those in the drop boxes has been a great solution.
Now, under Utah law, your ballot has to be postmarked today if you plan to mail it in. In fact, elections officials say go into the post office and get that postmark if you're going to mail it in. Otherwise, you can still use the ballot that you were mailed and drop it off at a drop box. There are many located all over the state, in every single county, in fact, and you can go to vote.utah.gov to look up the address of the nearest ballot drop box. Live on the Hill, Ben Winslow, Fox 13 News, Utah.